Memorial Day at Indianapolis, the big day of the year for auto racing, and a big field out for fame and fortune in the 500-mile Speedway Classic on the famous brick track. Then he started, the pace was telling, and some did not finish. Bill Vukovich was leading with only 8 laps to go when this happened. And then the checkered flag signaled the emergence of a new Speedway king, the youngest driver and the heftiest, Troy Ruttman of Linwood, California. Big baby of the 500 in 1952. The water ski wizards didn't let much grass grow under their bare feet during a busy year, and many a good turn deserved another. With a daring do that bordered upon nonchalance, the aquatic slatsters hurled themselves into the fray with vim and vigor. It was the year of the big spool lash and the year of new fame for Stanley Sayers of Seattle. In his slow-motion fourth, Sayers was clocked at 185 miles an hour on the downwind leg of his record-breaking run on Lake Washington. Sayers also won racing's coveted Gold Cup, established himself as top driver of the world. His feats lured England's famed John Cobb to his death. In his jet-powered Crusader, Cobb set out on Loch Ness in Scotland to better Sayers' mark. An attempt fated to end in tragedy. Cobb raced through the measured mile at over 200, and then as the horrified crowd, his wife among them, looked on, disaster. By the time rescuers reached him, Cobb was dead. Once every 4 years, the Olympics, winter and summer of '52, the International Sports Festival produced more entries from more nations, more thrills, more records, and more harmony than any of its predecessors. German bobsledders rocketed to victory. Athletes from 30 nations vied for glory in the Winter Games at Oslo. Italy's Zino Colo took the downhill ski title, while the men's giant slalom crown went to Sten Eriksen of Norway. Andrea Meade Lawrence of Rutland, Vermont, won 2 gold medals for the American team. Soaring bird-like through space, the poetry of fluid motion in the ski jump. New records and new thrills for the throngs who lined the slope. And win or lose, a picture of good sportsmanship in action. He lost his balance, he lost his skis, but he never lost his sense of humor. Big story of the Summer Olympics was the participation of Russian teams. The boys who did and died for Uncle Joe brought, along with a temporary smile of good fellowship, their own scoring system. We won, they told the home folks. Everybody else knew who won, but everybody else was busy applauding performers like Emil Zatopek of Czechoslovakia, winner of 3 events in distant racing. Zatopek's unprecedented triple victory was one of the highlights of the games that saw Uncle Sam's star-spangled athletes achieve their greatest Olympic triumph ever at Helsinki. Another standout thriller was the 100-meter dash, so close the camera had to pick the winner, Lindy Rimagino of New York. Moment of glory for winners, where masked flags and the Olympic torch were backdrops for the final act of sport's greatest drama in a great year for sports.